From the beginning of time, we have all heard stories passed down through the ages about different feats and different accomplishments and different sagas, and all the different things that have happened throughout history have all been relayed in a story form. So why is it that we have kind of gotten past the power of the story throughout the last maybe 20 years or maybe even 50 years? You'll find that not so much storytelling is going on these days in the form that we remember through history. But stories are very powerful. And why is a story very powerful? Because a story tells a saga. A story is given with emotion. And the power of a story, when it is given with emotion, makes it even more powerful, because you're going to remember what the story is when it is given with an emotion that is just like, really? What happened next? What happened next? So that's the part of a storyline that we can remember. If some of us are, oh, thank you. I will take a look at that. So as we're going through our storyline and we're looking back in time, and anyone that knows me and follows me knows I prefer to live more in the now than I do in the past. We can learn from the past. And one thing that we're going to learn a little bit more here on this broadcast is the power of story. And not so much the story that we tell of the task, of the feats, of all the wonderful things that have happened in our lives, is the story that we're using today in this day and age. What is that exactly, and how does it benefit you and your business and your lifestyle? So as we're going through, put your teachings into a story format. When you put what you're teaching, even if you're coaching or maybe you're a speaker, if you're getting on stage, what do you do before you get on stage? Do you do a little thing that says, okay, I'm going to give the most value I can to this community today. I'm going to do this. Well, you're telling yourself a storyline just by doing that. So if you use that and you get on stage and you're relaying what your message is, you're putting it into a story format. Whether you realize it or not, you're putting it into a story format to tell the story, to tell what you're teaching, to tell what you're talking about. So also you'll find in a lot of the advertising that we have on the television right now, and it's been this way for since before I was born, actually. But if you look at the advertising, they put it in a storyline that gets you excited for their product by telling you what the product will do for you, the consumer. So as maybe you're selling coaching, or maybe you're selling, different products, or whatever you're selling online, or whatever you're doing online, put it into a story format. And when you put it into a story format and you tell the person, you're telling the community what they're going to get when they purchase this product, or what they're going to get when they get your free PDF, or what they're going to get. So the power of the story is just that. It's very powerful. And why are more people not using the power of story to their benefit? That's a good question. It's a question that a lot of us ask regularly. Why are people not using this to the advantage, instead of spamming all over social and just pitching? What good is a pitch if you don't have, what is it going to do for me? Got it? So if you're doing that and you're just pitching, and you're not getting any sales, business is going nowhere, all you have is a hobby, because you're spamming and you're never going to get a sale. It might be a fluke sale if you're just spamming. So go get away from spamming. put your ad, put what you're doing into a story format. If you're not sure how to do that, then definitely get with people that know how to do this. Or maybe you can get some coaching and some training. You can get something somewhere from people who know how to market their business and use a story format. Personally, I love putting my ads, I love putting what I'm doing into a story format, because not only can I express what I'm doing, I can also dictate more of what this will offer for you. And that makes the story even that more appealing when you tell people what they're going to get. Right? So if you're doing a training, or you're doing a coaching, or you're doing whatever you're doing, and you put that into the story format of what it's going to give them. Like, I do a lot of marketing. I give a lot of marketing tips and things like that away. Well, in all of the marketing that I do, I like to emphasize that this is going to help you to grow your business, to attract more targeted leads to you. That's a given. If you don't start getting leads, and then what are you doing that's not right? What are you doing that's not working? What are you not doing that is going to help you? So put that into your marketing, the story. Tell the story and tell what you're selling in a story format. That will give not just you the credibility that you deserve, because you are teaching and you are knowledgeable and you do know this, or you wouldn't be teaching it. So as you do this and you're going through the steps, maybe you have some videos you're offering, or maybe whatever it is you're doing and whatever it is you're selling. When you do this, and you can come to the beginning, the middle, and the end of your story, and give value throughout both the beginning, the middle, and the end, then you're going to give value. Now, you can't make people buy your stuff. You can't make people do what's best for them. You can't do that. It does not work that way. If we could do that, then everybody in the world would have success in whatever they did, because there was always somebody there to say, okay, you are going to do this. You are going to have this. This is working. This is happening. If you do that, if we did that, then there would be no people in the world who were struggling. Everybody would have success in what they wanted. Unfortunately, it's not that way. Don't we all know that for a fact? There is struggle, there is hardship, there is ups and downs in the roller coaster ride of life. So be your storyteller. Tell your story of your business. Tell your ups and downs. Tell what successes you've had. Tell how you got past that. Tell how you've changed your marketing around. You can even tell, I did one whole episode where I did it was several years ago. I'll have to look back in my archives, but it was several years ago that I did a whole episode on the power of story, and how I used story in the beginning when I was learning, and how I have put everything into a story excuse me, to better sell my product, to better sell what I was working on. And how by doing that, not only did I get confidence, not only did I get confidence in my presenting, but I got more confidence in the sales I got back. And I was giving the best value to the marketplace. And when you give value to the marketplace, you're going to get a reward. It is going to come back to you, because that's what it is. The marketplace is all about the value you give in order to get what you deserve. That's what it is. And that's why I am so in tune to giving you everything I can, because I have success. I am successful every single day in my business, in my life, and I want to pay that forward more and more, because why not? Why not show you and teach you how you're going to be able to use the tips, the tricks, the strategies that I've used over the years and that I'm still using today. And story is a big one. Story is a huge tool in my tool belt for marketing. It's a huge, it's like Thor's hammer. Story is a huge tool in my marketing belt. So use the story. Also, I do have a training. I always have a training or something that I give you guys every time I do a broadcast. So this one is actually a 6-part video training to enhance your business. 6 videos with PDFs, with everything you need to get yourself not just going, but getting the sale. It teaches you everything you need to know, how to get the sale, when to ask, when not to ask, and how to market. It's all there. So use this tool that I use and that I have used and I'm still using today. So do this and do it every day and grow yourself. Grow who you are and grow who you're going to be. Every day we change. Every day we grow. Every day we flourish more and more. So use today as, if you haven't already, as your stepping stone to grow, to be, to do, to have. Be, do, have. Okay? I look forward to seeing your success, and please message me and tell me how great things are going for you. And Mary Catherine, I will get with you in about 10 minutes. Okay? Talk to you later.